tonight.
Check out the starting lineups for the Sixers up front. Tobias Harris has been playing exceptionally well. Westbrook in the backcourt. The officiating crew: John Goble, Tony Brown, and Dedrick Taylor. Bill Kennedy, Michael Smith. Bolden is way off from the corner. Westbrook, nice feed, and great puts it home.
They want to turn you over, get some steals, and then push it down your throats and score before you get set. There's my man, Ben Simmons in Philadelphia. Again, extra pass in the paint. And when they're moving the ball, they're a very good offensive team.
Here's Westbrook for three. Westbrook just
going to help this team. The part of the Morris twins, and he's the versatile defensively, as you see Tobias Harris knocking down that three. Go back in the 0-3 to make 2 days.
That's a hat trick.
Yes, it is.
Butler inside to Bolden.
He's just a clever player. He's really a good basketball player, and he's huge at 7'3". They miss him. Nice take by
Adams with the handoff. Here's Grant. May have taken the extra step.
Clean open looks, but he is as good a shooter as there is in this league.
Philadelphia comes in at 39 and 22, and Redick is fielding it. Hits.
That it's even more punishing without Boban in this lineup, who suffered a bone bruise and a mild right knee sprain. He's going to be.
Oh well, is Philadelphia.
Mike Scott, another recent addition to the Sixer roster, has just come on. This is Scott for three. Yes. How about Amir Johnson, who felt because he has not been playing that much? This is Ferguson. And the fadeaway. Sixers. Here is Amir. 4 years with Detroit. Spent 6 seasons with. Back tap by Simmons. Here comes Harris with Simmons. Takes to the rim. Kept alive by Johnson momentarily, and Westbrook with the feed. Schroeder goes 1-on-2. Yes, and it counts. Here come the Sixers as we approach a minute left in the first. Catch and shoot. Mike Scott.
Situations. I really like what I'm seeing out of Philly in their offensive end.
Here's Grant. Yes. Jeremy.
He's just a high energy guy, and you see Scott miss a three there.
Kept alive and tipped home. As Kristen mentioned, 13 assists on 16 field goals for the Sixers in that opening quarter.
Delivery by Felton. Again, drove the paint, threw it out to the corner wide open, and they're going to need Felton, Schroeder, Westbrook, all those guys to make plays.
Harris, by Patterson. Harris for three. Yes. Had as a Sixer 29 points. He shot 10 for 16 from the field. And Philadelphia's won 5 of 7 since Harris.
The shot. Watch him break out. Look at them run. Just running in waves.
And a lot of passes on each possession.
Yes.
Amir Johnson, rhythm, had a run of 3 consecutive 40-point games. This time he hands off to Adams. And the short hook in a row here in Oklahoma City. And 10 straight in Seattle. Remember, the Seattle Sonics pretty well in the league in assists. Westbrook pops it back out. They swing it. Here's Grant, had an open along the bench. Stepped away. He knew Simmons would not look to take the shot. Redick for Simmons. Oh, it's rejected by Goose. Fadeaway shot gets glass, and here comes Westbrook. Westbrook accelerates, takes all the way by the Thunder. Butler, played by Ferguson, who's a good defender. Pops it out. This is Bolden for three. Got the bounce.
You called it, Marv. Jimmy should have laid that up. I don't think Simmons was expecting that. And he lays that one in, and yeah, it sometimes.
Now 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Butler for Scott. Another pass, and
Philadelphia is.
Morris working inside and scores. Jay McConnell back on the floor. It's McConnell, number 12. Beautiful bounce pass to the
rhythm in the end of that second quarter, but let's see if Philly can come out with that same energy they started the game off with.
Sixers in possession, and Butler. Here is Westbrook for 3. Rebounded by Adams. Schroeder starting the second half, and he hits following a walk. His dad was a pro in Europe and Australia. Jeremy Grant with the...
Here in the third quarter, he said, First and foremost, we need to play with the defensive intensity of the second quarter. We thought his team defended much better in the second than in the first.
The bucket by Bolden ends up with a knee to the midsection of Westbrook. Nice pass, and Adams able to lay it home.
Looks like he's recovered and out playing again.
Schroeder starting this second half and hits again. That's back at Miami on the last second jumper, banked home by Dwayne Wade last night, and then the loss tonight in Orlando as Simmons. Butler, nice spin. Gets it down low to Simmons, and there's the pass work we see.
Simmons presented himself, a nice pass, nice lay-in.
Schroeder kept alive by Adams.
There you go.
Despite 6 passes on that possession. Hard driving move by Jeremy Westbrook. Kicks it back. Here's Schroeder. Passed on a 3. Grant for 3.
Nice offense. Moved out this.
Westbrook for 3. Kept alive by the Thunder. And Ferguson bounds. And the Sixers in possession. Here's Butler, saw the opening and hits on the reverse. Here in the second half, looking for his shots. Adams right back.
Good hands by Simmons.
And here's McConnell pitching back, and Harris slams it home. Has evolved into a significant player for the Sixers off the bench. Here's Harris for 3. Yes.
And that's what happens when you get those easy.
Coming up on a minute remaining in this third quarter. Here's Butler, shovels it home. Impressive, led by Simmons with 9 and the 7 with Butler. Goaltender. Harris digging in on Schroeder. Schroeder on the drive, right past Harris, and he is rejected of his new team. 4th game overall for Oklahoma City. Oh, a emphatic rejection by
time, and this year the minutes have been spread and the guys haven't had as much rhythm as we see. That's where I like to see Markieff catch that ball deep in the paint.
Sixers without a point the last 3.5 minutes. Here's Morris for 3-point game. Butler into the paint. That counts. He opened up, hitting a couple, but not the case here in the second half. Westbrook all the way on the reverse. Here's a 2-point game. Simmons, Redick, wide open. Yes, that's a foul shot.
They're going to need him making some shots down the stretch.
Here's Morris from the angle for 3.
Nice.
Ferguson rebound. Westbrook with Harris back. Westbrook all the way and scores. The game is tied. Simmons, played by Westbrook. Fires to the corner. Harris for 3. To fourth quarter. 3-point game. Shot clock down to 3. Harris battles his way and scores. Harris met by Adams on the switch. Harris shoots over him with a rainbow 3.
He'd be taking those quick threes.
Right here, the Sixers should work the 24, although Simmons gets it in for Butler. Brett Brown doing a great job. Had to resist as he sat through. Oh, it's a 3-pointer for Butler. He got the step and then flips it out. It's picked off by Schroeder. Westbrook, Ferguson. Ferguson got the step and scored. His 25th triple-double of the season. Here's Scott open for 3.
Big shot.
Sixers giving them a 6-point lead. 50 seconds to play in the fourth. Third 3 for Scott. Here's Morris. Easy layup. 1.5 remaining. And here's Westbrook from center court. They just let him go, and that will do it. The Sixers finally won a game against Oklahoma City after losing 19 straight. Philly's last win over OKC November of 2008. So